Also driving a wedge between Washington and Beijing, that Chinese spy balloon that was shot down this month off the coast of South Carolina. There it is right there. Major trade organizations are now encouraging members to not rely so heavily on China in case rising tensions sever supply chains. Is that even possible, though? Well, joining us now, I'm going to ask that question to him. It's a former deputy assistant to the president for international economics, Clete Williams. Mr. Williams, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So today's sanctions, they're another sign of this erratic trade relationship between the U.S. and China. We know that our economies are so intertwined, it's almost like they cannot be extricated from each other. But this balloon incident, it's certainly not helping. How has this impacted trade between the two countries?
Well, so far, it's a little too early to tell how this incident in and of itself will impact the relationship. You mentioned this morning some of what China's doing, some of the sanctions it's put on U.S. companies. The U.S. has done something similar. But let's keep in mind the companies that they are sanctioning are companies that aren't doing a lot of business in each other's countries in the first place. These are pretty targeted actions. And I think that they're targeted by design because the United States in particular is trying to prevent this from spiraling out of control. But I think then if you look over the longer term here, there are going to be more and more calls. This is going to add more fuel to the fire to try to de-link supply chains from China. And I think that you are going to see some actions in that regard.
Well, I kind of wonder if that's possible because especially with North Korea, with Iran, with Russia, and Venezuela, too, we have taken that targeted sanctions idea, and that's kind of what China is doing here with sanctioning two American companies. But there are so many different supply chains that run through China, and China is really dependent on us to keep needing stuff so that they can keep making it to help support their economy. So is there any way to separate the United States and China? And if not, if so, how long would it take? Because it just seems like this took decades to put together, and it would take decades to break apart.
I think what people should expect is what I'm calling a bifurcated approach. You're going to have national security sensitive technologies. And in that respect, I think you're going to see a whole host of measures from the United States trying to de-link those supply chains. So you're going to see further restrictions on export of technology. You're going to see further restrictions on the ability of U.S. investors to invest in the indigenous development of the technology in China. And I do think you're going to see some decoupling when it comes to advanced technology. But on the other hand, let's look at things like soybeans or beef or other kind of consumer products. I don't expect it to happen there. I think at this point in time, it's going to be targeted, but I think it's going to happen when it comes to things that are considered to be sensitive by one or both of our governments.
That is Clete Williams. He's an economic advisor. And Mr. Williams, we thank you for joining the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.